I just saw the Backrooms. I know I'm late. I'm late as hell. And also I haven't posted in a while. But you know what? Here we go. I'm just going to go unfiltered thoughts here. Backrooms is about Chiwetel Ejiofor's character, who is a divorced person trying to deal with that and also trying to run a business and just trying to live his life. And all of a sudden, he finds a portal into another world, another dimension, if it were. And the movie follows his exploits and the exploits of his therapist as well. I have to say that I genuinely enjoyed a lot of this movie that definitely dealt within the actual Backrooms itself. That part of the movie was excellent. Perfectly made horror, perfectly made tension, and just really well choreographed and shot. It was really fun. The backroom stuff was really well done. The things that I didn't like about the movie was that the characters were very thin. The characters were very one note. And I do appreciate that the filmmakers here were trying to kind of create a sense of that the Backrooms were a little bit more than just a strange place, and that they really were about the psyche, and that what was happening to Chiwetel Ejiofor's character kind of molded into the things that he found in the Backrooms. But I did find the characters to be thin and not very fun. No, not fun. Not very, not un-two-dimensional, right? They were just very one note, and I just didn't care for any of them, to be honest. But I do appreciate the level of detail that was given to the backroom sections of this movie. Like, it cannot be understated how well choreographed those scenes were, truly. There's a sequence where Chiwetel goes in with some other people, and that whole sequence truly is some of the best parts of this movie, and I had a lot of fun with that. But there is genuinely parts of the movie that were just kind of ham-fisted and thrown at your face in a way that I just felt were just a little lazy. Or, you know, I do think that there are these types of movies that are made that are very abstract, right? And they are, especially horror movies that are like this, that are abstract, where the ideas are kind of big and heady and don't really spoon feed you what's happening. They more or less just kind of give you concepts of ideas that are happening, and ultimately don't end with the resolution, but end with more questions. And that's exactly what this is. There are people who love those movies, and those movies are for people who like those movies, for sure. It's just that those movies are not my kind of movies. I find those movies to be not lazy or unwilling to work with deep thoughts or deep ideas. It's just, to me, a movie is supposed to be a complete idea and a thought. And when you create concepts and not complete the idea, or at the very least try to bring it to a close or a conclusion that is satisfying, that is a cop-out to me. Now, I know that that kind of ending and that kind of movie is for some people. It's for people who love big ideas and who live in the abstract and who thrive on just conjecture and atmosphere and thought, but are very much unwilling to really kind of face the overt reality of the cause and effect of those ideas. And that's what this movie does. It doesn't answer anything. It doesn't give you what's happening in certain terms. It does do a good job of kind of combining what's happening with these characters with the physical space of the Backrooms in a way that I actually thought was really well done. I do applaud the writers in that aspect. And just to kind of give it an idea, that the Backrooms themselves in this movie is kind of described as the abstract nature of memory, and the creatures that are found within the Backrooms is kind of the outward appearance of what people's idea of themselves are, and those concepts I think are really cool. But I don't think that this movie really is interested in exploring those ideas in a way that comes with resolution. It essentially uses those ideas to just fill in the blanks of what's happening around them, and just to kind of bring you on the ride of what the movie is trying to do in the Backrooms. But otherwise, I had a good time here. I give the Backrooms a solid 7.8 out of 10. I thought it was a fantastic, fun romp through a liminal space world with kind of thin characters that don't really seem to understand. The writers didn't really seem to understand what to do with the characters, but I do appreciate that the liminal spaces themselves and the things that are found in liminal space were kind of explained in a way that connect to the humanity of people and the ideas and thoughts of what they are, and of just the memories of time and space. I think that was really cool and heady. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Please like, subscribe, talk to me. Let me know what's going on. How much do you hate my review? Tell me. Tell me how much you loved it, or tell me other kind of liminal space things that I should watch. Someone told me that a book named Paranese would have been a really good read that does this even better than the Backrooms. Anyway, have a wonderful day.